The Schaumburg Sister Cities Commission was created to promote better understanding between other cultures and the village of Schaumburg. With me now to discuss the commission and is its chair, Jean Tucknott, and Schaumburg, Germany subcommittee chair, Mary Nagy. Welcome to the show, Jean. Mary.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now tell us about the Sister Cities program, how it got started. I understand Dwight Eisenhower began it, is that correct?
Correct. 1956, Dwight Eisenhower set it up, and his idea was to promote peace through understanding between individual people, not through countries, but through individuals. And Sister Cities was started, and we stay in people's homes, so we learn about their cultures, and it's done very well.
Now you chair the Sister Cities Commission, and you chair a subcommittee, and for Schaumburg.
For Germany.
Okay, and we have two sister cities in Schaumburg, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We have sister city in Amerikawa, Japan.
Okay.
And we have a sister city in Schaumburg, Germany.
And see, Schaumburg, Germany actually is a county versus our community is a village. And the Schaumburg County in Germany is comprised of, there's 3 major communities, about 20,000 population each. Stadthagen, Buckeberg, and Rentlen. And then there's many small hamlets within there, in the community. It's located by Hanover in the northern part of Germany. There's a lot of agriculture, there's a lot of business, small businesses, and the same economic interests that we have here in
now that's founded by Schaumburg was founded by some of the folks from that area. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about that.
Well, they left Germany and they settled here, and they were debating on the name of what it should be called, whether it should be called Sarah's Grove or Schaumburg, which is where they're from. And Frederick Nergi slammed his hand and says, "It shall be Schaumburg."
Only he said it in German, didn't he?
In German.
Yes. Yeah.
Schaumburg shall I heighten or something.
Yeah.
The settlers that came from Appelern, which was a rural community, and then they came here because it was very similar to the same kinds of work environment and the geography of the land and everything.
And St. Peter Church is part of that original, as a result of settlers from Schaumburg, Germany. Is that correct?
Correct.
And there's a cemetery there.
There's a cemetery there, and it has a lot of the same names of the original settlers that came here. So when we have visitors from Germany, they always want to go over there and they see the similar names. And the names are all on our street signs, like Nergi, Rodenberg, Springensguth, all the different German names, right. So they enjoy that.
And actually, most of those people are buried over at St. Peter's.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, this program was started in Schaumburg. The village of Schaumburg started a program about when? That was my predecessor, right? One of my predecessors, Herb Wagner?
When Herb Wagner was mayor, he was the one that got it started.
Okay. And you have exchange trips between Germany and Schaumburg, Illinois?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Off and on for ever since that time, and that's been since the mid-'80s.
Yeah. And how does that work? I mean,
they come here once or twice a year, and we usually go there once a year. So we usually have about 2 exchanges a year. When they come here, they stay in people's houses, and we find host families, and we show them Schaumburg. We take them around, and we show them all the amenities we have, the wonderful things, the library that we have, and the village hall, and the Renaissance Convention Center, and Spring Valley, and Schaumburg High School. We show them all the different things here. We take them downtown Chicago, and sometimes the host families take them on trips too. They might go to Springfield because they're interested in Abraham Lincoln. They might go to Wisconsin to visit some sites up there. And then when we go there, they have a full itinerary for us and keep us busy there.
And now, you said host families. Just what does the host family do?
The host family provides their breakfast and dinner and a place to sleep. And so when they come here, it's very reasonable. All they have to do really is pay for an airplane ticket, and that's it. But during the day, then we pick them up and we take them places, and we usually provide lunch, take them out and show them, the area. If they're teachers, they might go visit schools. Bankers might visit a bank. Policemen go around with a policeman, firemen.
Okay, and both you guys have visited Schaumburg, Germany, and you visited Amerikawa, Japan too, didn't you?
Yes.
And when was that, and what happened there? Was it the Youth Symphony Orchestra involved in that?
Yes, that was about 6 years ago. We went with the Youth Symphony Orchestra, and they really played in various schools, and the kids were wonderful. You know, a lot of the kids there don't speak English, but they all spoke music, so the kids had a lot of fun. We visited Tokyo, we visited Hiroshima, Kyoto, and Amerikawa, our sister city. Yeah. And so that was really a beautiful country and very enjoyable.
How many folks are on your commission?
We have 10.
Okay.
We have 5 that are on the Japanese side and 5, and Mary chairs the one for the German side.
And you've been involved from the very beginning on this, haven't you, Mary?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not since, I was never active when Herb Wagner appointed that group.
Okay.
I became active because it was a commission, and then it went private, and then I was involved with that group, and then when it there was a request that it become a part of the Village of Schaumburg. I've been
so it's
a commission
partnership
member.
between the village and members of the community. Huh?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Now, tell me a little bit more. How long have you been involved with this, Jean?
About 7 years.
Okay.
I've been to Germany 3 times and enjoyed myself immensely. They're wonderful people, and it's a beautiful country.
No, Stadthagen. I stayed in Stadthagen some years ago, and it's just a marvelous community. It's
Yes.
cobblestone streets and
Beautiful
tile roofs.
Yeah, beautiful buildings.
Yeah.
And they have when their building is renovated, they put on the top and the roof, they carve it in the wood, who owns it and when it was renovated. And so it's really
You can see all the owners'
nice.
names of say if a building was built in 1500, you see all the names of all the people that lived in that home.
They take care of their houses, don't they?
They certainly do.
You know,
They know how to build homes, and they preserve them.
The housing lasts for generations
Yes.
over there, doesn't
Yes.
it? You know, it's not one of these things where you get torn down every 40, 50 years.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and they have castles, beautiful castles, and
Now there is a Schaumburg Castle too, isn't
yes,
there?
in
Yes.
Buckeberg.
Buckeberg.
Yes.
And there's actually a prince, isn't there?
And there was a
Prince.
prince. He came here a couple years ago, and he has a jazz band, and he played at Septemberfest.
Okay.
And so we visited there, and we've gotten tours of the castle by him, and I know Mary has too.
Yes, I was over there on a visit, and I actually went to see the prince, and I went to his private quarters. I saw his old music area. He's got he's a music percussion. He's got more keyboards. I mean, it's a room about.
Well, he can afford it, though. He's got
Yes, I
he's
know.
got thousands of acres of
Just
hunting
afford.
land in Austria, I think, doesn't
Well,
he?
and they have a lot of acreage in the United States as well.
Okay. So I understand that Sister Cities has a fundraising event coming up with people can purchase something. What's that all about?
Yes, we have a blanket throw, and it's a woven cotton made in the United States, and it's got pictures of all different highlights of Schaumburg, like Spring Valley, the cabin, and it's got Alexian Field, and it's got Schaumburg High School, it's got Vulcaning Lake, and has pictures, beautiful pictures of different things in Schaumburg. And it's on sale, and we're selling it for $65. You can get a discount if you're a member of Spring Valley Nature Club, paid member, or of Sister Cities. Otherwise, it's $65. If anybody was interested, they can contact the village manager's office, or they can contact Mary or I, and we can get one to them.
Okay, very good. Thanks for the background, and thanks for coming on the show, and I look forward to talking to you again sometime in the future about Sister City relationship between Schaumburg, Illinois, and Schaumburg, Germany, and Amerikawa, Japan.
And our concentration for the next 2 years is on youth. So we're hoping that we're going to have an exchange with Schaumburg High School and Germany.
Now, if people wanted more information about this, who should they call?
They can call the village.
The
they
manager's
can call
office.
us, but if they call the village in the manager's office and ask to talk to someone about Sister
And what
Cities.
number is that?
It's
923-4708.
923-4708.
847.
847.
Yes.
Is the area code. Well, thank you, Mary. Thank you, Jean.
right.
And thank you.
Thank you. That'll do it for this edition of Speaking of Schaumburg. Join us again next month for another all-new episode. Until then, I'll see you around Schaumburg.